Bonjour, hello, welcome to MaxMountainWorld. Today just found a pretty neat little place where the car's going to be sitting in the shade. It's not going to get roasting up. Used the Saxo for just running about and stuff, but it doesn't have aircon in it, so parking it in shady places is quite important. Anyway, today I'm going to go up the mountain. I've done a video or two of this recently, but I thought I'd do a video and just have a look and see what all these mountain bikers, the VTTists, are doing. So I'm going to go up one, have a quick drink, maybe not. I'll cover that in a moment too. And then I'm going to go up the other one, have a quick snack. So here we go, Les-Orres midday. So I'm just parked up just behind here, pretty neat little spot, and it saves a lot of nonsense trying to get parked up in the main station, and also, yeah, it keeps the car in the shade, because guaranteed any places down there that are in the shade will already be taken. So I'll take this lift up second. I'm going to go up the Peak Vert lift first. So this is about the second one, as I say, that I'll take up. It's indicating plus 33 degrees just now at 12:26. Very warm down here. Should be a little cooler up there, but what I'm going to do is take the Peak Vert up and go and see what's going up there. There's more to see on the bike front up that one, the prolongation, and the other one above it. They tend to pass besides where all the bikes are going. Here's a little pump track, warm up track that the kids get to play on with their scoots and things, or people get to warm up before they go away. Full steam up in the mountain. This is new. Part of all the works that's going on. I'll do a video on that when it's progressed a bit more than just a deep hole in the ground. And here we've got VTTists bikes. And what I'll do is I'll do a quick clip on exactly how they get on the chairlift and how the chair is prepared for it. This Peak Vert lift is indicating at this time the temperature 31 degrees, so it's round about the early 30s anyway. Quite a lot of people go up as pedestrians just to get an easy access up to the top of the mountain. It's a long way up there. Quite a lot of people go up as well to participate in the speed line. They get a one-way ticket up this lift besides, but yeah, very popular. Since its installation last year, basically crosses from above this lift, right next to where this lift comes in, goes right the way across to the far mountain there that you can see just there. So 12:30, 19th of July, and the temperature's already going up. I have my lift pass in my pocket, so just go near it and yeah, it likes me. So important thing is take the backpack off, and that way it doesn't get all kind of mixed up with any cables or wires or hooks or anything on the lift itself. Well, the chairs aren't really prepared, they're just set up as they would be for winter, no hooks or anything, but you can see a lot of them are set up for the bike hooks up here, sit behind, and I'll show you, I'll go on the second lift and show that one exactly how that works. But for me, I'm going to be taking, pedestrians can take either or. So my chariot arrives, park the bag, make sure it's not fixed up. Bonjour, merci. And yeah, pull the bar down, get the feet on. This actually disengages from up here, and it'll now catch the wire that's going faster than the mechanism in the station. And woohoo! Off we go. Up and away. Up here on the left, just on the way up, this is where they do all the high wires. I'll do a video on that little place, pretty neat little place, and it's in the coolness of the forest, most of it as well. Just scooting round to the right as well. We've got the luge on rail, the sledge rail thing, which is a pretty good one here. It's pretty fast. I've been on it a couple of times, and a couple of my visitors have been on it, and yeah, it's pretty good. So across the left here, equestrian stuff set up. Some kind of old machine, whatever that's doing, I don't know. Maybe it gets used as part of the course, or maybe it just gets used for distributing stuff around. So amazing difference. What you see here in winter, you don't normally see much of what's underneath. going off piste and stuff, skiing that, you're just not aware of just exactly how dangerous it is below. But normally I would ski off piste once there's been 2 or 3 snowfalls, never after the first one. Across to the right here as well, closed just now and only open for competitions, but that's a little jump, or it's a big jump, set up for the World Championship events that happen here. French Cup events happen here as well. I think we've got one coming off towards the end of the season, and there's quite a few of these huge jumps. I've worked voluntarily for the station, and you know, and the monitors and the station, the guys that are safety and whatnot, and I got stationed up just next to this one on the left a couple of times, just over there. And a pretty spectacular place. Watch these guys that are professionals and stuff, and you look at that, they're clearing over the road. It's a good 20-foot jump high, and distance wise they'd be doing 50-60 feet in the air anyway. Some of these pedestrians that go up on this, they're not quite as able as most, so they slowed down there. This is accelerating up again. They can slow it down, they can stop it in emergencies and stuff, and all the tests for that stuff are done before every season. So yeah, we slowed down, we carry on. So just almost at the top here now as well, and noticeable the difference in temperature. Roughly losing about a degree every 100 metres of altitude. We're climbing up about 500 metres here. The 5 degrees difference, I can feel it, this is lovely. So you can see one of the tracks they've got set up here for competitions. And yeah, it's a pretty wild looking place to go biking. So we're about to go into the shade of this cloud above us as well, which is going to be even more refreshing, but you can see all the catch fencing set up and all sorts. Not too sure if this is for a competition or if it's just set up and they use it for a competition, but yeah, just going to arrive back up here now, so you can see all the jumps all set up and whatnot. Wow. Just, yeah, another one there. And these guys are just diving straight off the side of this between the lift and the restaurant. The restaurant just over to the right there, the restaurant, Peak Vert. There's the zip wire heading off, cover that in a second too. And I'm about to get off here, so just make sure none of my straps are tied up or anything. Sit it on my lap. And the bar here is automatic. People tend to panic a little bit when, oh no, it won't move, but it moves all by itself. And then you basically just walk briskly off to the side. There. And my chariot leaves. So yeah, just leaving here. And the speed line, I think they stop for lunch as well. These guys have got to eat like anyone else. And you can maybe see if I zoom in there, there's 2 wires. One is the actual zip wire itself, which is straight ahead of this tripod pylon thing, and then there's another one to the side with all the red and white balls on as helicopter alerts. Goes right the way across to there. 1.9 kilometers of wire. So just continuing just now, we are expecting a bit of a storm coming in just now, later this evening or later this afternoon. Cloudiness happening. This is great, it's so fresh now out of the sun. And just have a look over here at, I dare say, the majority of the bikers are going to be looking down this run. It's a black run, and it does look pretty difficult from what we've seen before, where they've cut some of the tree stumps. Some guys have done a little bit of artwork with it. You can see how they've all been carved up and stuff. And then beyond that, a little look down the mountain at about almost 1.5 kilometers in altitude, 1500 meters below. And we have the lake and everything, but the lake is dry at the top end. It's not got water in like it usually has. You can just see where the water's starting off the left, but it does go a long way further down, so it's not a complete tragedy. And also they've managed to keep right next to Umbran, the town, they've managed to keep the plan d'eau, which is like a secured amount of water. A little playground area where it's fairly shallow and it keeps warm, and very popular down there as well. So this is the altitude just now. Just come up from the main station at 1650, so 580 metres of a rise, as it were. And just looking at the map here, it should have a, yeah, vous êtes ici, you're here. So I just came up this one, I'm gonna come back down it, and then I'm gonna go up Prébois, little walk along, and then up the Pustel, and then up to the Zenith restaurant, which is up here. And we'll have a wee looky up there as well. So that's a little bit higher up there. So we'll see, we'll discover that as we go. And just looking beyond that, well, will we look at where I'm actually going to end up off the next series of lifts? I think it's that one. Yeah. Is it? Am I right? Yeah. Yeah. That one. So, sorry about the delay there, but yeah, that's where I'm going to end up next. Merci. Okay, so same procedure. Heading down the way. Bag on, sit down, and the bar comes down without hitting the camera. And then the lower gauges, and we go off and have a look at the effect on there. Those of you that don't like heights, little bit of a scary one, that one, from time to time. A better view on the way down as well. If I just zoom in, 1650 down there, just behind the trees and disappearing there, Les-Orres 1800. And again, down the bottom there, one dry lake with just a little bit of water off to the left, and the preserved controlled water off to the right there. So again, the clouds forming. It was beautifully clear this morning, but this is going to be another set of storms that are coming in from southwest, which is a direction off to the left here. If you catch people coming up, as pedestrians particularly, if you do a silly wave at them, they'll do a silly wave back. See if these guys do it. Watch this. Silly wave. Hey! No, they didn't even watch. Oh well. So as we head back down here, same procedure, getting off again as I did up the top there. I'm sure I'm in company here with an adult and a couple of children on the same lift, and I'm sure they'll slow this one down. I'm on the right hand side here, so I can just wander off, but they've got a little bit of a wander ahead, and with kids and stuff, they do slow it down. That's why it slowed down on the way up. So we'll see what happens with that one once we get off. Again, the bar is automatic. You want to try and lift it up sooner, but it doesn't do it. So just coming down to the station, this is the big works that's going on. Again, I'll cover that in a future video. This is the arrival of the sledging thing on rails, and again, same procedure. I'll make sure that nothing is hooked up, set it down on my lap, get ready for a brisk walk to one side, and as I say, pretty sure that this will be slowed down. It's already running slow. We come in here, it disengages from the wire. You'll see a slow down here now. That's us slowed right down, and then the bar will go up, and we're available to go walkies. There we go, automatic. And slowed down a little bit. Opportunity to see how these guys get the bikes onto this lift now as well. It's not going to be this one because there's no hooks on it. They're all ready to go. So they've got to miss out on that one. Wait for the next one to come. As I say, they come shooting in here, disengage from the wire, slowly comes in, safety things and all that makes it a lot easier. So you can see the bike hooks, quick wheelie position, lift it up, run it on, and they stay in place. These guys will then just wander around. This chair's going slow enough. Take your seat on your chariot. All sorts of facilities here. Bike wash, which is essential with all this dirt. You can see the dust he's just blown up there just by scooting a bit of water towards his mate there. And also one of these things set up here for a practice run. The debutants, the first people, if they're not sure how to work it, they can get a practice on that one. So anyway, let's go. get this one up. This is 2 lifts to go up to the top here. So we go up the Pré Longues. Again, just go next to it. Being it's a happy face. Just up on the left here. One of my favourite spots for the radio with the car. But I don't bring the car up here on season. Too many people around, too many bikes around, and just not a good thing to do. So up here again, this is another little black run, one of the parts of the competition runs. And some folk will just get the first lift up here, satisfied to do that. They'll walk away up to various places, picnics in the forest, in the shade. And yes, sometimes they'll go further up and go up the top where weather can get more extreme, but it can be cooler as well. Restaurant on the side here, Chalet de Fontaine. I've done that in videos before, visited many times. Here's some more randonneurs heading up even higher. So, what time is it? It's beer o'clock. So we'll arrive in here. This is the other lift. It doesn't operate just now in summer. The newest lift comes up from down below at 1800, just below. And then a little walk down, we take the Booster lift up, and I'll do that off, but I'm going to stop for a quick beer. So the new Pré Bois lift on the way past, chairs all parked up, there's many more parked up down the bottom end. This is a maintenance thing that they can shuffle in, it catches a wire, they can do all repairs and maintenance and whatnot with that. The other lift heading up here, we'll be going up there in a bit, but more urgent things are needed. And also just above here now you can see, hopefully, the Tyrolean, the zip wire, and the red and white balls and stuff. Cheers. Oh, so good. Best place in the mountain, this one. I'll explain on the next lift why. Time to go. As I say, best place in the mountain. Merci. Bientôt. Okay, so I'm on the final lift up, and a couple of things to go over here. I just stopped for a half there. Yeah, I had a second half. €2.50. The first place I was up there before a couple of days ago. €4 for a half pint. And it's not even a half pint, it's 250 centilitres. I did question that one. They gave me a little sort of Seasonaires habitants discount, but €3.40 is still excessive. Us Scots, we go abroad, we gauge places by the price of our pints. That's the best. So I'm heading up here, not too sure what the weather's going to be doing, so I'm going to have a little look around. And this is the direction it's coming from. We're in the shade now, no longer in full sunshine, and it's looking very grey up there. The sun heading up behind this lot. Whoa, wheels. And it looks like it should be okay. Famous last words maybe, but we'll see. We'll see. Certainly it's a bit colder, a good few degrees colder, and even colder as I'm heading up here too. Got to try this social experiment stuff. I've done this before. I used to do this when I was boating with speedboats passing tourist boats and stuff. So they're going to be going. Bonjour! There we are. Here we have a ski piste here, quite a wide one. It's a red one, and over to the left of it here, just above it, is potentially an avalanche zone. So what they do here is they have these yokes up here, which are just above. There's a little box with oxygen and extremely inflammable gas, and it basically pumps out one hell of a bang and causes an avalanche before it happens naturally, protecting the piste. It's all done before the area is open in the mornings in winter. As you get higher up, you can see more of what's going on with potential weather coming in from there. It doesn't look like it's threatening quite so badly up here. So yeah, it could be. Maybe famous last words again, I don't know. But just about to arrive at the top here. And yeah, it's actually quite pleasantly cool. Probably dropped down to about 20 degrees or so. Just look at the formations of the rock here as well. All these lines, this is all stuff that originated at the bottom of the ocean. And when tectonic plates met, they formed the Alps. Not much vegetation up here, it's too high up. A few odds and ends of bushes and trees and shrubberies and stuff, but yeah, very stony, very rocky. Again, incredible thing, and see the places that I ski up here. Wow, yeah, if you only knew what was underneath that snow. So we're coming up here to the zenith. Reason for another quick jar. So get myself ready, the bar up, but not too soon. Got to do it manually in this one. Get the bag right. Here we are. So just as there's pedestrians departing, we have bikes arriving and stuff. And here's how they take the bikes off. This is how the guys arrive for this. So he'll get off this, he'll do a little skip round, take his bike, he'll be away. So here we go, backpack on now, bike off now, and off he goes. Just as we leave here in the way of a weather check, this is the stuff that's been the glorious summer sunshine, but clouds forming now. And as we head round, looking path north, over towards the west, yeah, this is the stuff that's starting to come in. It's not a threat, and I can see from here that it's not a threat. One, because we don't have the puff of wind that comes before the rainfall, but also the flat bottom to the clouds means that they are lifting. They're getting supported by the warm air below. They're not going to drop anything quite yet. Again, famous last words or what? Alright, time for some refreshment. So here's a Scottish analysis of the mountain restaurants. The Peak Vert restaurant, the one across the other side there, €4 for a half pint, and on question $3.40. I think it's 20% over, whatever it works out. On below in the Chalet de Fontaine, $2.50, no questions asked, just given, I'm known there sort of thing. I'm known here too, and I came up here, their pressure beer, their pression, what's it called, draft beer is off, the machine's not functional. They don't have Heineken, they just have this stuff, which is quoted to me was $3.50. I then said, well, is that the price for the seasonaires, the guys that live here, the people with the association of seasonaires and stuff like that? $2.50. So I'll be back here. I'll be back at the Chalet Fontaine. The other side, I think my thirst will need to wait. As the weather closes in behind me there, I'll finalise this one. I'm up the top here, 2530 metres, 2530 metres, quite high up, and I don't think the weather's going to threaten. It'll do something later, but not quite yet. So that's it for today. The outtake, I've got to go back down again. So that's it. Thanks very much for watching. Just a little bit of a trip up, what I do in my lunch times, my 4-hour lunch break, and that's it. Brilliant to be here, brilliant to just experience it, especially the quiet time when everyone's having lunch. It's nicer to come up and not have so many people kicking around. So anyway, that's it. Thanks very much for watching. Keep subscribing, keep sharing, and keep leaving comments and clicks and do the thumbs up stuff and all that. So until the next video, thanks for watching, as I say. Ciao. Merci. This is what you're faced with when you go down. Better views. You're not just looking at a mountain ahead of you, you're looking at the views. So, park the bag. Bonjour, merci. Again, it catches the wire and I hear a marmot. I can't see him. Where is he? Wow. These marmots, they're mountain beavers. Oh, there's a non-mountain beaver. But they're giving warnings. Wheel, wheel, wheel. Yeah. But oh, he's gone. Very difficult to film, very difficult to get near. They're very shy animals, the marmots. Very, very shy animals. But that's their alert call. Watch out, this guy's about. Maybe he's just over the side of here. Someone did tell me they found some marmots over here, so there he is, got him. Again, difficult to find on the... Ah, got him. Bonjour. Cheers, one for the road. Santé. These are raindrops. Big blobs of rain. You can see. Just made it in time. Just made it back in time. It's raining. The storm is coming. The wind. Yeah. The saxo. Just in time. Wow.